friends. How are you today? Welcome to Food Freedom Confidence discussion number 41. Sarah and I have decided to do these every other week. So if you notice that we're not doing them every week, this is the reason, just to give a little bit of space so you guys can take in the information from previous weeks and really begin to add them into your life, integrate what we teach, ponder it, really begin to shift and change. So in order to create that change, you have to practice it. So that's why we decided to extend these out a little bit, every 2 weeks instead of every single week. Hi, Sierra. She's outside. I love it. So before we get started, let's discuss what we're going to talk about. Today is episode 41. We're going to talk about, do you make this number one mistake when it comes to sugar cravings? And we've been kind of stuck on sugar cravings lately because that is a really common problem that we hear from a lot of people that we talk to. And so we're trying to debunk some of these sugar issues that you have so you can feel free and not feel like it's that you're addicted or that it's taking over your life. So today we're going to be talking about the number one mistake, as well as giving you a solution for that, because it's important to know, okay, I've been doing this, then what do I do? If you are new to the group, hello. If you've been here with us before, hello. Say hi in the comments if you're watching. I'm Hannah Hips, and this is Sierra Spencer. We are donut eating, veggie loving, eating psychology coaches, mind body nutrition coach, as well as diet recovery, meditation, yoga. So we have a big diverse background in eating psychology, and that's our main focus, is helping you understand why you do what you do. Where do these behaviors come from? Why are you obsessed with sugar? Why do you think about food all the time? And we like to pinpoint what is going on, get to the root cause, so then you can be clear and you can be free. It's what we hear a lot, is we just want to be free around food and not think about it all the time. So let's dive in. We like to keep these pretty short. We want to honor your time. Let's dive into this topic this week. So, Sierra, what is that number one mistake people make when it comes to sugar cravings?
Okay, I love this because it's not what you think, okay? So we think that when we have cravings for sugar, or I did this. I did this about 5 or 6 years ago. I went on a sugar cleanse. I did a sugar detox. And when you think of sugar cleanse or sugar detox, what do you think of? Cutting out all sugar. I did like anything white sugar. I did a lot of carbs. I cut out anything that was added sugar. I even cut out some high sugar fruits like bananas. I cut it completely out. And guess what happened? At the end of my sugar detox, I went crazy. I ate so much sugar. I was binging on donuts and cookies but it started with like just using like the fake sugars to like pretend to make cookies like with the fake sugars to try to be healthier, and that just didn't work either. And then by the time the weekend came, I just felt completely insane around sugar. I felt totally out of control. Do you know what it did? It confirmed my belief that I was a sugar addict. I was like, yep, see, I am addicted to sugar. I'm just doomed. So let me tell you this. Hannah and I have seen that the number one mistake we see with people who feel like they're addicted to sugar is cutting it out, is completely restricting it, is cutting it out cold turkey. Now, we get it, and we know that eating a ton of sugar every day doesn't feel good for your body. I know it doesn't feel good for me when I eat a ton of sugar. Now, but we have to be realistic. Never eating a drop of sugar again is not realistic. I don't care who you are, okay? You're not it's not fun to like go to a birthday party and say no to a slice of cake and then end up binge eating later because you said no to yourself. So restricting sugar is what causes you to feel crazy around food and around sugar. Restricting sugar and cutting it out is what makes you crazy and binge on the sugar later. So that's why it's our number one mistake we see with people with sugar cravings, as they try to cut it completely out. So we're going to go through a couple tips of what can you do instead of cutting it completely out, so that you can still feel healthy and good and not have these energy dips and slumps. We know that health is important, but cutting it out just doesn't work.
Yeah, because when you cut it out, that's when you start thinking about it all the time, right? And then you start to dream about it, and then you want to have it, and then it's
Mhm.
like this willpower thing that goes along. It's like we have to have this willpower. If I only had enough willpower, then I would be able to refrain from eating sugar.
Yep.
And so I'm going to give you a solution today. And this is, me and Sierra talk about this a lot, is the add in approach. It's not necessarily taking it out of your life because that's not so helpful, right? That's going to make you go in the opposite direction. It's going to make you feel even more crazy. So, what would, like, if we want to add in, what does that actually mean? Well, it means adding in foods that are going to help balance your blood sugar, right? If you're having these drops and dips with your blood sugar and these crashes, it's because we're not balanced. If you're skipping meals, you're not balanced. And these are going to create more cravings for the sugar because sugar is fast energy. So, depending on how you're nourishing your body, it's going to depend on your intensity of your sugar cravings. So, add an approach, eat foods that are more balancing your blood sugar, which is balancing your meals, proteins, fats, and carbs. Make sure you're getting enough of each of the macronutrients so that you feel more satisfied.
Yep.
What
We
is
even
another way to add in?
Yeah, I was going to say we give all of our clients a macronutrient balance sheet. And what that does is it helps them plan out their meals, protein, carb, fat. And did you know what we do? We add in a pleasure item. We add in, and it doesn't have to be a food. It could be something physical. It could be reading a book, taking a bath, but we need to feel pleasure. And people that feel like they're crazy around sugar, a lot of times they're also really stressed. I mean, is that you? Are you super stressed out? Do you have a fast paced life? And maybe sugar is the one thing that you feel like is the good thing, the good part of your day, that chocolate, that sugar. But then you feel guilty afterwards. Feeling guilty after you eat is not normal behavior around food. Hannah and I and our clients, there's no guilt. I could eat, a giant slice of cake and I don't feel any guilt whatsoever, because it's balanced and I feel balanced in other areas of my life. So if you feel like if you don't have a healthy relationship with sugar, this is what we teach in our programs. This is what we teach in the Empowered Eating Inner Circle, which the doors are open for enrollment until September 19th. So there's still time to join. There's still time to hop on a quick call with us, figure out is this a right fit for me? Because it's not a right fit for everybody. And we want to make sure that we can help you with this add-in approach. We want to help you quit sugar the right way, not just completely taking it out, because that will not work.
Yeah, and it's also just getting underneath the reason why you are reaching for sugar in the first place. Is it to relax? Is it out of stress? Is it because of emotions? And if we are not addressing those things either, cutting out sugar is not going to help you with the actual cause of why you're reaching for sugar. So we address all of those in our programs, and we give you step-by-step process so that you can feel empowered around food and it no longer has the power over you. And I think that's where we tend to be a lot, is feeling like we are powerless. We don't have the power. Food is like this big all is taking over your life, when really you get to have that power and you get to choose how food plays a part in your life. It's not the other way around. And I think we just forget about that because we're not nourishing our bodies in a way that's supporting us. We feel this off and on again, like wagon, and this crazy up and down of dieting and not dieting and taking this food out and that food out. And we want to really just bring you into this place of homeostasis, right? Optimal health. And this is how we teach you, as to how to do that. How do you get an optimal health when you eat so that you get the most out of your food that you do eat, and help you feel that more balance around sugar? So if you're interested in learning about our programs, or I mean, we have the sugar guide that you can, I wouldn't mind even dropping it to you. To learn a little bit more of like 7 steps to kind of move through sugar. But we would love to help you and support you with this. So just drop me in below and we'll send you a message, just get an idea of where you're at. We honestly just want to support you and find what is going to be the best fit for you. That's what's really about, because everyone's a little bit different and we have different levels of ways to work with us. And honestly, we want everyone to feel free with food, because gosh, then you get to be your full potential. You get to live the life and think about how much more you would enjoy life if it wasn't being this obsession about food or sugar specifically, or feeling like you are in like this prison with sugar. So thank you so much for joining us today, you guys, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
Bye.